Hey there, I'm Casey and welcome to my garden in Tampa Zone 10A. Today is October 16th, 2024 and this is our garden walkthrough video. Check it out. So it is mid-October and the garden is looking pretty interesting. We had a hurricane last week, Hurricane Milton, so this is what it looks like after. So a little bit of damage, but we were able to clean up pretty well. Got lots of Pea Vine. This is our Christmas loquat, and it's starting to flower. It was pushed over really far, so we had to prune it, but we want to keep this as a small bush anyway, so that's fine. The soursop has a lot of wind damage on it, but before the hurricane we topped it to the roof height, so it didn't fall over. Our pickering, no damage at all. What a champ. This is the heart papaya, and yep, it only lost some leaves. This is orange sherbet. It fell over a little bit, but we were able to stake it back up. Outside of the garden, we had a lot of damage, so that was a moringa, and we had to prune it pretty hard. The allspice was fallen over, the olive fell over, and the neem, which was like one of our favorite trees, fell over, so we had to give that a hard prune. But the sugar cane and all that's still doing fine. This avocado is fine. This is ooh la la, because it was protected by the moringa. I think that having this high density definitely helped it because it shielded it a little bit more. This is a jaboticaba, which was fine because it was protected of that katuk. So all of this wind, the katuk took all of it. There's blackberry jam fruit. This is Floragon. It fell over really hard, so all of it's leaning that way. But that's okay because we wanted to clean, like this is a clear path. This is peanut butter fruit and it's lots of flowers. We wanted to prune it, but it's flowering and still fruiting. This is Butterscotch Sapodilla. And all up there on the trellis is passion fruit, and it had some flowers. I haven't seen any fruit yet. This is our My One jackfruit, slightly leaning. This is Venus. Let's look over here. So it's a blackberry jam fruit. It's okay. Chaya, it'll be fine. There was a mulberry. I think there's a mulberry somewhere. Oh, there it is. So he's still here. He's fine. The bananas, we had to cut the bananas pretty bad, but they're okay. They'll regrow. Our Barbados Cherry was like all the way over, so we staked it up. The papaya just lost leaves. Look at all the cherries. This is a delicious fruit tree. So this banana still has its rack. It did not fall. And I think, yeah, there's another one. This is our Reineke Black Sapote. It is loving it. It had a cassava blocking it, so we pruned that, and the Reineke is loving it. And here's our miracle fruit, covered in flowers, or buds to be flowers. Our lemon meringue, no problem. This is a Florida Prince peach, and it was completely fallen over. And the honey kiss, I think it's over a little bit, but it's fine. Back there, the fig is fine. There is a pomegranate, some blueberries. All the blueberries are fine. Suriname cherry's fine. These are Namwa bananas. We had so many. There were two of them that had racks of bananas, but we had to take them out. And we just took the leaves off of them so you can see it's regrowing. But yeah, that was sad. They're regrowing, but like when this flowers, it's not going to be able to hold the banana. Look at how much they were flowering. Sad, but we got more later. The backyard cleaned up pretty nicely. We have our Jujube growing nice. Firespike, or yeah, Firebush. This is Fruit Punch Mango. It's leaning a little bit. We haven't fixed that one yet. I think the Moringa protected it. The Moringa definitely protected the China, because everything was blowing this way, so it couldn't fall because the Moringa was there. Back here is a Katuk. It was like whipped all the way around, so we just pruned it all. Back here is Noni. I'll get to that in a second. This is coconut cream. You can see it fell over a little bit, but it's fine. Everything got pruned really well. So yeah, here's our Noni, also called vomit fruit. It's fallen over, but it'll regrow. It's more of a novelty plant. Let's see, Dry Atlas. Never really see this part of the garden. Oh, I saw there was a lobster claw with Mujing tea. So that was a lobster claw Heliconia. Behind Pepper, that was a papaya, a red lady papaya, but it fell. Thank God it didn't smash our amazing bench. But it was protecting a naranjilla, and then there's also this vanilla bean growing inside the bench that was getting shade from that papaya. But hopefully this fruit punch will start growing. But there's also that moringa to protect it, and then those cocoa po bananas. Alright, Pepper, let's go. Next to this other fire bush, this is more mulberry. There are 3 mulberries on there. So we pruned that. It was really tall and getting whipped around. This is M4 mango. It's starting to grow a lot. This is our achacha. This is a Sapodilla. Got whipped around a little bit. Weak. Beautiful shampoo ginger. Coffee. This is another Sapodilla. It had fruit on it. There it is. And then there is the butterfly ginger. All of this is underneath our strawberry tree. We're going to remove this in the coming weeks. Oh, I smell the Chinese perfume. Oh, there they are. Definitely one of my favorite smelling plants in the garden. If you want to know what all my favorites are, it's a video I made last week. We've got Heliconia. Back here is Pina Colada, so I'm really excited about that one. And it's a butterfly vine. These are World's Best mulberries. They had mulberries all on them. Oh, here's one. But Milton took them. So this is World's Best mulberry. Under here is another coffee. Firespike. Back here are more bananas. Oh, look, it's flowering. So these are the first time that these bananas are flowering. There was one plant, I think we had to take it out because it fell over. But here's a white sapote being protected by that moringa. Oh, this is so pretty. I have air layers on it. A tree came, limb, and smashed and split this whole thing, but it's still there, so I'm grateful. It also took out a lot of Oliver. It's a loquat. And this is Choquette avocado. Still doing great. The ice cream bean kind of fell over. We have to fix that. Okay, so on this island there was, I would say, the most damage, but everything is still here. The clematis vine, those of you who are afraid of pruning, don't be afraid, because this vine is this. Like, it'll regrow from this. See, it's already regrowing. So once your plants are established, don't be afraid of pruning, because this whole vine was like this whole thing, and I just cut it, and it's, you can see it's regrowing, so don't be afraid of pruning. Here is our Huang Tong carambola star fruit. It had flowers. Yeah, but I don't know where they are. And then we have there's like blueberries everywhere. That was my queen's wreath. It got a really hard haircut. You can see it's still alive though. And then here's our coffee. This coffee is 10 years old and it's loaded for the first time. A lot of beans were lost, but it's fine. It just very much fell over. But the white chocolate jasmine, another favorite. This is a volunteer cranberry hibiscus. This is our pineapple pleasure, and these are solo papaya, and they're both still standing fine, and they're protecting a cacao back there. I saw the tropical lilac is flowering back there. Just for fun, this is a pagoda flower. This is more peanut butter fruit. Cochin jackfruit. This is Tahitian hat. Back there, this is Ronnie avocado. And then we have more bananas. I moved all the orchids up here. So these were newly added from USF. That one. And this one. And this is another Sapodilla. It kind of fell over, so we're staking it up. Alright, so this is the backyard. On this yard, this side, we prepared the most. So we cut the head off of that custard apple. The guava fell over, but it was never supported, so we just re-supported it. That mango got support. This is our Cecropia. It was like 12 feet, so we had to take its head off. And we hope that it was established enough to regrow. So yeah, it's still green. It'll regrow. I saw it regrowing. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fine. Whole bunch of shampoo ginger. We staked up the golden nugget jackfruit. Oh, this beautiful cassia, the winter cassia, loaded in flowers. But it whipped around and now it's all barren, so I had to cut it. This is another Sapodilla. It had fruit somewhere on it. This is another custard apple. Oh, there's wasps everywhere. Everywhere. this is a custard apple, and you can see it's leaning into the path. That's because there were fruit on it. So when we pruned it, like we prune it so that the paths stay open, but if there's fruit on it, we'll let it go. I can see there's more fruit here. Oh, there's more fruit here. Oh, this one was so delicious. Our nursery was smashed, so we had to bring some of the plants back here. Oh, and then there's our little Caimito. That's a Barbados Cherry. And then a Patomba back there. So this is like the most tropical side. Alright, Pepper, let's see the next side. So before we left, first thing I did was we cut this tree. This is a Bougainvillea and it has 7 different colors grafted onto it. And it's fallen in 2 hurricanes. So I really wanted to make sure it didn't fall again. Look at how beautiful the trunk is. So it looks ugly now, but it'll regrow. You can even see the tips, it's regrowing, it'll be fine. Here's our Campbell white sapote. In this raised bed, it had a trellis that had our 4 gac fruit vine in it. And the trellis was like all twisted, so we had to remove that. We'll rebuild it. It'll be fine. This is our Gefner Adamoya. It had, I think, one of the fruit, it was left. Oh yeah, see, it survived. Good, so we still have a Gefner. That is really delicious fruit tree. Our pineapples are fine. This is Lula avocado. It was a little bit off, slanted, but it even held all of its fruit. Really not all of its fruit. We harvested some before the hurricane. But yeah, we still got fruit. And then we have our sugar apple there. This is Trompo Canistel. Oh yes, he's flowering. So excited for that one. This is Simmons avocado. It's now about like 6 feet. It's huge. On the fence we have our perennial cucumber, or Tindora. Our My One is a little bit off, but he's fine. Celosia. This is a fun, beautiful green. You can eat the leaves. There is ice cream mango. Back in that pot is a fig, and then there's a mamey. This is another white sapote. This is root beer plant. Tastes like root beer, it's really good. There's another Sapodilla. It has fruit on it at the bottom. So here's a Lano. And then here is the Jujube. And there's even fruit on it already. This is the Thai giant Jujube. In that raised bed is ginger and galangal and turmeric. And then the last thing is Miami soursop. Yeah, but he did fine. So the garden fared really well in the hurricane. Very grateful. Everything is just, looking at it, it's hard to prune. But everything will be fine. How'd your garden do for the hurricane? Let us know down in the comments. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.